Hello, welcome. My name is Steven Vongchanh, and I am the new house director here at Steadfast. My involvement with Steadfast began 3 years ago as I served on the board of directors. I've experienced the foster care system. I've experienced homelessness. I've firsthand experience in the transitions and the troubles and the struggles as a young adult, trying to get their life together, and we can just say that I've had to go through it tooth and nail, and having an organization like Steadfast that is able to step in and provide a stable housing environment for these young men as they focus on their schooling and work is paramount and so valuable in their development, as they learn who they are and who they want to become. Why I said yes to the house director position here at Steadfast. I'll be honest and say my first initial response was no, thank you. 2025 was a really tough year for me as I battled through cancer. Cancer and the chemotherapy left my body tattered to the point where I was fighting for my life, having shortness of breath because of a kidney infection, pneumonia, and MRSA in my blood system. 70% of the people that go through that in my situation don't make it out, and having been the fortunate 30%, I just remember being on my deathbed and fighting for air and knowing that there's a lot of work out here that needs to be done. And I pled that I want to be one of the ones to do it. And so it's difficult to get rid of all the things that you fought for and worked hard for through your whole life. And after getting out of cancer and being able to take deep breaths and being in a house where I'm alive, I'm comfortable, grateful, to say, you know what, the next thing I need to do is get rid of all these things, and to go move in a house with 5 young men and to try to teach them, set the example for them, to give them hope, knowing that having gone through a lot in life, if I can set the example of what it's like to be a man, and help them get there. And not only men that are just surviving, but men that are thriving and giving back into their communities, it'd be a great thing. I think it would make good on the investment that it costs to keep me alive. And that's my goal. So stepping into the house director position, there were a few things that I've implemented and I knew that would be important. One is that it was important and is important that these men feel like this house is theirs. I'm here to serve them. Part of that is I've taken dwelling in the sunroom, which is off the house, so the men have full access to the dining room, the living room, the library, the kitchen. Move things around so that the rooms are more functional for their needs or potential desires. The library has become a music room, as some of the men have been interested in learning music and playing music. Our dining room took up the biggest room in the house, and so we took the biggest room and made that the family room. One of the things that I've learned in this position is how important it is to get these men involved in community and to try to create community here in the house. I think it's very important that the men learn and get to experience things on the outside, whether it's golf, fishing, visiting the museums, deepening their understanding of this world. I'm excited. I'm excited to see the changes in their lives. I'm excited to see what communities they get plugged into and how they can change. And maybe one day these men will step into my shoes and become the director of Steadfast. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you all for your support, and thanks for the opportunity to serve.